What is going on? Today I'm going to do something that's absolutely insane. I'm going to teach you exactly how I went from a skinny, insecure kid living in a third world country with no friends to who I am today, a competitive bodybuilder slash mentor to now 1,000 people. And no, I'm not a masculine course seller, not an Andrew Tate. I'm genuinely just a fitness coach that wants to tell you how I completely transformed my life. If you don't know who I am, my name is Francis, the owner and the head coach of The Aesthetic Dream, where we've helped over 1,400 people get to their dream body and gain their confidence back. In this lesson, I really just want to teach you how to be confident, competent, and have so much aura in the room that people could literally feel it. So just grab a pen and paper, or maybe just take out your notes app on your iPhone, and let's get started on this lesson. What is going on? Welcome to the lesson. Today, I really just wanted to teach you guys exactly what's worked for me. Not what's worked for this person, not what works for this person, but what worked for me. Just a short few years ago, I was very, very insecure. I had no friends, no deep relationships at all. I was very, very skinny, and I didn't really have any confidence in my own abilities to the person I am today. We've helped over 1,400 people. I've been a mentor to so many people, helping them get through this process and become the most confident version of themselves. I don't want to talk about anything else, but the only thing I really want to talk about is what's actually worked in my life. Let's go ahead and get into it. I want to ask you this right now. Have you ever met someone with so much confidence, so much charisma, so much aura that you can literally feel their aura when they walk into a room, right? You can literally feel their aura when they walk into a room, they talk to you, right? You can see that they're confident. You can see that they're kind. You can see that they're not arrogant, right? They're not telling everybody, oh, I'm the shit, right? Super, super prideful. That's not what they are. They're genuinely just confident in their own abilities, and people can feel that. That's real confidence. We'll talk about that a little bit later, the difference between fake confidence and real confidence. And on the other hand, there's other people that don't really get noticed. Whenever they open up their mouth and they want to speak about something, nobody really cares about what they say. And it's sad on the other hand, because I do really feel for a lot of these people, nobody respects them. Their wife doesn't respect them. Their kids don't respect them. The people around them, they don't really respect what they have to say. And that's because they haven't really found their true, fully authentic voice in their heart. And we'll get into that, like I said, a little bit deeper as well. So why is this the case? Why are there so many people who don't get noticed? And there's people out there that, you can literally feel their energy as soon as they walk in their room, right? Their confidence, their charisma, and their aura. We'll go ahead and a deeper dive into this. Here's the harsh reality, right? Here's the harsh reality to you listening to this right now. Nobody is born confident. Nobody is born confident, right? When we're growing up, we're constantly told by our parents, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. No, don't do that, right? And when we're kids, we're also told by our teachers you can do whatever you want. You can be an astronaut. You can be an engineer. You can be an entrepreneur. You can have the body of your dreams. You can have the life of your dreams. All these uplifting things. And then as soon as we get to grade school, high school, right? That's when they start shooting our dreams down, right? Telling you, oh, no, just be realistic. Our parents start telling us that. Our teachers start telling, just be realistic. Just focus on this, focus on that, right? They don't really give you the confidence that you need. This is something that's a skill that we have to build in ourselves. Again, right? Because if we're not willing to do that for ourselves, nothing will happen. You'll just stay the same. I've transformed my life so many times. I would say, I feel like I've lived like 5 lives already within these past 5 years alone, that I know this process to my heart, and I want to keep on going, keep transforming to be the best version of myself. So same thing for you. You are not born confident. Maybe you're at this point where you're at the bottom right now, where you feel like nobody really cares about you. You're not confident at all in your own abilities. Yeah. If you say, oh, I'm going to go to gym tomorrow, you don't really believe it. You have so much doubt in the back of your head. Maybe you're somewhere in the middle where you have some confidence and you just want to get to that next level, right? Wherever you might be right now, this video is going to be for you to be able to get to that next level where you're trying to get to. Again, the harsh reality is nobody's born confident. So this is all something that we have to learn and something we have to work on. So first things first, what is confidence? Before we even get into anything, we have to know what it means. Confidence means feeling sure of yourself and your own abilities, not in an arrogant way, not saying I'm the shit, right? But not in a prideful way, but in a realistic, secure way. Confidence isn't about feeling superior to others. It's a quiet inner knowledge that you're actually capable. You know what you're capable of. You're capable of doing anything that you want to do. Whatever you want in this life, whether it's your body, whether it's that life, whether it's on confidence, whatever you might want in this life, you know that you're capable of it, right? And that's a different feeling, right? I've been that fake confident person in the past where I would tell people that I'm this, I'm that. And then now I'm to this point where I genuinely know. I don't have to say anything. I could feel it in my heart, right? I don't need to say anything to anybody because I've already proven it to myself. I prove it to myself every single day. As soon as I wake up, I stack these wins. And that's what actually builds confidence, when you make promises to yourself and you actually do it. First things first, how do I convince myself that I am this confident person? Because before anything else, before you try to convince the world, which you shouldn't have to, you have to convince yourself, right? You have to know to your heart that when you tell yourself, I am a confident person, I am a confident person, that there's no doubt in the back of your mind that you know that you think you're being an imposter. How do you convince yourself? Convince yourself first is going to be the first step, right? That you are confident through the work, right? Through the work, not by saying or anything, through the work, doing it quietly by yourself. Then the world and people around you will follow. You need to know to yourself that you are a confident person first, right? By doing it through the work. And then as you treat yourself better, right? As you put in the work in yourself, right? The world and people around you will follow. So here's the first step to everything. Find out who you want to become. Find the man and women you admire, right? It doesn't have to be a certain person. It could be a made up thing in your head. List down the characteristics of this superhero, then create your alter ego. It needs to be an alter ego. Yourself right now, the person that's listening to this, who's trying to get to that next level, you need to kill your old self. You can't be the same person you are right now watching this video and wanting to get to that next level. If you want to achieve all these things and achieve a better physique, a better life, a better confidence, you need to be a different person. So that's why we have to create your alter ego. Something that I've used so many times. I actually do this every 6 months to this day. This is something that I do consistently, right? Just because I know how much it's transformed my life. All right, cool. So second step here is list down every characteristics, right? So first is, how is their external? External is very, very important, even though a lot of people might think it's shallow, but it's something that you need. Your external is a reflection of your internal. This is why we have to work on this as well. How is their external? Their body, how is their physique, right? This person that you want to become, how do they dress? What are their environment? Where do they live? Who are they around? Does their wife respect them? Does their husband respect them? Do their kids respect them? Does their friends respect them, right? Ask all these things, right? How's your body look? How's your physique? Do you have a six pack or no? All of these things first. And the second thing is, how is your internal? How's your mindset when you're discouraged or you're sad that day? How's your mindset when something bad happens, right? What's your wisdom look like in life, right? How's your intelligence, right? How's your decision-making process? Are you always scared? Are you scared of risks? You've never taken the risk in your life. You're always in your comfort zone. Ask yourself these things and list it down. I actually want you to list this down. If you're not taking notes right now of basically what your characteristics wants to look like as for your alter ego, take a pause in this video, go on your notes app, or get a pen and paper and write it down. The reason why this becomes true confidence is because it is authentic, right? It is authentic to who you admire, authentic to who you want to become, right? It's not a celebrity. It's not a Hollywood superstar, right? It's not an influencer that you're trying to be. It is yourself. Who do you admire? What characteristics do you admire? Right? Ask yourself that. It is who you admire. This is why it is this works, is because it's who you admire. You're not trying to be like anybody else. You're trying to be who you admire, and you become that person. Here's the third step. Now you have this person you aspire to become and their characteristics. What you have to do is find a routine that they live by and do it consistently. This will be a little longer because this is where you put the action steps in to put in the work. Right? So this third step is going to be a little longer, just so you know, but this is actually because we're going to be putting in the work. Fitness is first always, right? With whatever you do, fitness is always first. No matter what your opinions are on fitness and fit people, it doesn't matter. This is the absolute truth. I'll just tell you the truth, right? You cannot fully conquer your mind if you don't conquer your body first, right? Your body's your temple, right? Having control over your urges to eat trash, train when you don't feel like training is essential. Here's my question to you. All right, here's a real question. You guys see me getting worked up right here because it's something I'm very, very passionate about. How can you be completely confident in your own abilities if you can't even control what you put in your own mouth? If you can't even control not eating that pizza that's right in front of you that gets offered to you when you know you're on a diet? How can you be confident in your own abilities when you tell yourself, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow, and you don't do it, right? It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. If you want to be confident in your own abilities, right, you have to master your physical, right? And obviously mastering your physical is all mental, right? So again, you cannot fully conquer your mind if you don't conquer your body first, right? That is a main point. You cannot conquer your mind if you don't conquer your body first. Fitness is the gateway drug to confidence, right? I'm not saying all fit people are confident, because I'm telling you this right now. I'm in the fitness industry. I've met so many fit people you can genuinely feel their insecurity, right? You can genuinely feel their insecurity, right? You go to the gym and they're just, assholes to everybody, and they think they're just, they're the shit just because, they're big, right? You can completely feel a lot of fit people's insecurities still. right? Just because you're fit, it doesn't mean that you're super confident. But at the same time, you cannot be truly a confident person if you're not fit. That's just the truth. Imagine like a motivational speaker. They're trying to motivate you. Hey, get after it, take action, do all these things, but they're 400 pounds. How can you take that seriously, right? How can you take that seriously if they can't even control over their own body? It does not make sense. Right? So again, if you want to take care of your own confidence and make sure that you are your most confident self, you need all of the above: the mind, the body, the spirit. For you to be able to conquer the body, you need your mind. That's why the mind goes first. The third step: create a physical transformation goal. If you're already there, then great, right? If you have another next level, then even better, right? We're always improving. I always say fitness is never-ending self-improvement. If not, then this is your first step. Write down a routine on how much to eat with proper macros, how many days to train, and a roadmap to get here. You need, number one, your proper macros, right? If you don't know how to get this, just DM me macros on Instagram, like literally just the word macros on my Instagram. Here's my Instagram right here. Take a screenshot if you want that, and I'll send it to you completely for free. Training plan to stay consistent on. Right? Proper macros and a training plan to stay consistent on. If you guys want your macros completely for free, just DM me macros just right here on my Instagram right here. We're still on the third step. Like I said, it's going to be a lot longer because again, this is where we have to put in the work in ourselves. Create a non-negotiable list for personal development. Start small, then improve 1% every single day. Now we have our body right. We have a routine for that. That's perfect. Again, if you can't skip this step, if you want to conquer your own self, you need to know how to control your urges and actually get to this physical transformation. After that, you're going to be going in through your non-negotiable list for personal development. Start small, then improve 1% per day. Related to the person you want to become, start with number 3. Reading 5 pages of self-improvement books per day. Is that going to be it? Listening to self-improvement podcasts per day. Is it going to be rewriting goals or journaling goals daily, right? Whatever it might be. Start with 3. That's it. Just start with 3. Don't start with 10 different things, right? The reason why most New Year's resolutions fail is because they do too much at once and they end up getting burnt out within the first week, right? So again, start with 3 and just focus on those 3. Something as simple as even 5 pages a day with my favorite book right here. I've read this probably like 10 times already. The Slight Edge, Turning Simple Disciplines into Massive Success, right? Love this book. Jeff Olson, by the way. If you want to take a screenshot of this, boom, 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 take a screenshot. Find 3 things that are non-negotiables. Non-negotiables mean that no matter what, no matter if you wake up late that day, no matter if you get hit by a bus, right? Maybe not to that extent, you're still gonna push as hard as you can to be able to get those non-negotiables, right? Start with something small. I didn't say 2 chapters a day or 50 pages a day. Start with 5. That's it. Because everybody has 5 minutes to read 5 pages, right? If you don't, then you got to work on your time management first. That might be the first one. Once the routine is found, do a 21-day challenge to do this consistently to build these habits. Don't think about a year. Don't think about 6 months, right? Just think 21 days. When it comes to 21 days, there's a science behind this, right? 21 days is how much it takes to start building up a new habit. So that's why I say 21 days. Just don't think about 30 days, 40 days. Obviously, the goal is to be able to do this forever, but just think about 21 days. 21 days, no matter what, at the end of those 21 days, that will give you more confidence in your own abilities. Oh, if I actually wanted something and I put the work in, I could actually do it after those 21 days, right? Every time I feel like I'm starting to fall off on my life or there's something that's like slipping on my case, I always do a 21-day challenge with myself. And then from there, that gets me back on track. Obviously, I do it more than 21 days, but I'm only focusing on those 21 days. As long as I get those 21 days, that builds my confidence. Non-negotiable tasks times days in a row equals confidence. So again, non-negotiable tasks, this is more for self-improvement, but obviously you're going to be working out. You're also going to be getting your macros in. That is the most important thing. Here's what I did. Here's just an example. You don't have to do this, but like I told you, this is what I did for myself. 3:30 a.m. wake up, gym 5 times a week, Whole Foods only, no alcohol, moved out my hometown, moved to San Diego first, and then moved to Vegas now. I'm about to be moving to Austin in these next 6 months. I started helping others in my journey and the lessons I learned. All I literally did was post on Instagram and people started getting interested. I read books to awaken my mind, a bunch of books right here, like right beside me. And I have a bunch more books in my office. I saved money. I went to church every Sunday, whatever your faith is. I think faith is very, very important. Whatever you believe in, please have some beliefs for yourself. This is so, so important to connect to your higher power. I created my dream life by visualizing it and doing the daily tasks. Invested all my savings in mentors and coaches. This is very important, right? If you want to have confidence in your own abilities, you have to be willing to invest in yourself, right? You hear this all the time. I know it's so cliche, but there's a reason why cliches are cliches. When you actually put your money where your mouth is, you want to improve? Okay, I'm investing in it. My time, money, and energy. When you put your money where your mouth is, now it's fucking real, right? Now it's actually real. So just remember that. Competing in bodybuilding. I have another show coming up. I'm actually on prep right now, about 11 weeks out. as of this date. Today is July 18th. Competition is October 5th. And then get around people in the same mindset as you. All my friends right now, we go to the gym together. Every time we hang out, we're talking about life, self-improvement, relationships, self-development, fitness, all these things, right? And if it's hard for you right now to do that, like just understand, if you want to attract those types of people, you need to be the person that those people would be attracted to, right? Just understand that. So maybe you've been, with the wrong friend group for a while. It's probably because you haven't put in the work in yourself. Put in more work on yourself. I'm telling you, within the next 1 to 2 years, you will find those people. I promise. Since that was like a big struggle of mine in the past, I didn't know how to get other friends who were in the same mindset. And then again, the solution is always work on yourself. You're the sum of 5 people you hang around with, right? Once you have your alter ego, try to put in effort to find others who are on the same journey as you. It makes it so much easier to stick with this long term with the right people. I am literally a living testimony of this, right? Of this process. And there's 2 types of people right now listening to this. Number 1, they love what they see. They know it makes sense, right? And they go back to a regular life. Right? They're like, oh, awesome. That actually makes sense. Yeah, that I can see how that builds confidence. That makes sense, right? And they go back to their regular life. They just say cool video, right? And then person number 2, they love what they see. They get inspired, right? That's exactly what I did, right? I would actually try to get myself inspired by people that inspired me, right? I would follow more self-improvement people on Instagram and fitness people. And then they take action, and the next 5 years of their life is completely different. And that's exactly what's happened to me. So my question to you is, who do you want to become? Person number 1 or person number 2? I'm serious, because I want you to actually change your life. I want you to know this. It's not going to be easy, but the hardest part is just taking the next step. Seriously. It's just taking the next step. There's a version of you that can be completely different. There's a version of you that can completely change your life on the other side. And all it takes is just one decision. And remember, one decision can change your life forever. Right? I want you to actually take this in for real, because if it wasn't for all these decisions that I made, I don't know where I would be right now. I am genuinely so grateful to be in the position I am right now. I'm so happy, right? And I try to be as kind as possible, and I try to give as much value as possible, because I know how much it's changed my life. And I want you listening to this right now, right, to change your life. And all it takes is just one decision. So that being said, again, fitness first. Make sure that your fitness is in check, right? Get your macros, get your training right, have a routine, make it set in stone, put it in your schedule. What time are you going to train? What time are you going to be meal prepping? All these things, right? If you don't know your macros, again, you already know. I already showed you earlier. Go back to that timestamp in the video. And then number 2 is your non-negotiables for yourself, right? And once you stack these daily wins, right, of like reading, self-improvement, fitness, right? Conquering your own mind, conquering your own body, building this discipline, right? Doing this consistently over for a long period of time. You're going to see how people treat you differently. You're going to see how you treat yourself so differently. Again, you treated yourself differently first. You said, I love myself so much, right, that I'm going to give myself the body that I want, the confidence that I want, the life that I want, right? And since you've treated yourself so good with that decision that you've made and actually committing to it over a long period of time, people will see that. People will start treating you differently, right? So the reason why people, there's so many people that, get treated like trash, if I'm being honest, is because they treat themselves like trash. And that's the truth. Once you start treating yourself good, and once you start actually putting in the work for yourself, you're going to see within this next 12 months alone, people will start treating you differently, right? So my question here is, you want to be person 1? You listen to this, you're like, oh, it makes sense. It's super cool, right? I'm motivated. And then after that, you go back to your regular life. Or person number 2, who actually takes action and completely changes their life with one decision. And I always say this, one decision can change your life forever. So take action, please. I'm begging you right now. I just want one person to listen to me right now and actually change your life. I hope you enjoyed. So again, in the beginning, like I said, for those interested, we've helped over 1,400 people, real people, get real results with their physique transformation. We take you step by step in the Aesthetic Dream, which is the company that I run, where we work with you very closely, one-on-one, to transform physique. So all knowledge that I've given you is obviously completely for free. It's a proven structure with myself and people we've helped, right? You don't need to join the program or anything, but this is something that I do. So for those of you guys who want to take that next step with accountability, obviously I'm here. On average, our clients lose anywhere from 25 to 40 pounds in the coaching program with daily access to your coach, right? So we keep you accountable on a day-to-day basis. We set you up with meals. We set you up with training that's custom to you. Not custom, that's a cookie cutter for everybody else, custom to you, right? Whatever your name is, right? So it's custom to you. If you want to see results, or you're just, just genuinely just interested, you can go to my coaching page, The Aesthetic Dream Fit. It is right here. As you can see, we've helped beginners, intermediate, even competitors. Or on my YouTube, you can literally just go on my YouTube, press on my YouTube, and just watch all the client interviews if that you're somebody who's interested. Like I said, I wanted to give you this video step by step because this is what's worked for me and just to help you out. And then if you're really interested, you want to get to that next level, like I said, if you're interested in what I do and just working with me, DM me Shred with your name and age to apply on my Instagram. Here's my Instagram right here. Or just fill out the application in my bio, or I'll even put the application down here on YouTube. So other than that, hopefully you enjoyed that, and I will see you later.